recording," and she's like, "Pee-wee's still waiting for you." I think freaking Craig was like bugging out when I was talking during his talking.
Yeah, I don't know what just happened with him.
Yeah, he was just freaking out. He's like, "Oh,
Craig, you
I
good?
can't talk."
You need
Craig,
to reset?
can you respond? Yo, imagine there's actually a person
That
joining every
would
time.
be,
I'm like, these fucking idiots.
He accidentally unmutes these morons. Oh, sorry. No.
Oh, no.
I've been discovered.
My name's not really Craig. It's Timothy.
It's Tim. Damn it, Tim. Well,
Dinosaur
welcome back.
facts today.
Yep, dinosaur facts. Yep.
I'll
Let me look
see
at
you
them.
later.
The meteor took them out. And
What
they
if
thought it was food.
What if they're actually in like a Wakanda type deal where the meteor hit it, but it's cloaked all of them, and we don't
Ooh.
see them, but it can never be discovered, or if it
Okay.
ever is discovered, we're gonna go in there, we'll all die because they've rebuilt their society.
Oh, they're a civilization now.
Yeah, they're a civilization.
Yeah.
So like, they're like Wakanda level, but dinosaurs, and like all their brains.
Real life
like,
Turok.
Yeah, like the T-Rex, its brain is actually the size of its head instead of super small, like Grinch level. So it's because they've got so much smarter, but it's because they're cloaked. Anyways, yeah.
Yeah. And the Megalodons are under the abyss, like in the Meg with Jason Statham.
Yeah.
Those movies are surprisingly good, actually.
How?
I don't know. I truly cannot tell you because they're supposed to be dumb as fuck and just garbage, but they're surprisingly good.
I don't understand.
And like I enjoy Jason Statham's movies. It sucks that he's typecast, but his movies are great. Like the Beekeeper, ooh, that was great.
I play the same role in every movie.
Every movie, because he's typecast.
The only one I can do, I'm basically Liam Neeson.
Liam Neeson, yeah. Neeson.
But I play the same role in every movie.
That's crazy because Liam Neeson hates his movies that he does.
I hate him too because he's just annoying. You should have learned to act, you loser.
Damn, Qui-Gon Jinn is not happy with you right now.
Okay, definitely Qui-Gon was on a different level.
Qui-Gon was the GOAT.
They killed him way too early.
Yeah.
Happy he died.
Whoa, that was one of the best fights, regardless of these woke people thinking that the Acolytes fights were amazing. Okay,
we don't talk about that trash show. Try and forget about it.
Yeah. Well,
let me headbutt this lightsaber with this special alloy material helmet I have. Oh.
I mean, you can with Mandalorian armor. Yeah, Beskar.
That's fine, but
was this not Beskar? His helmet?
I forget what it was. I would hope it was. If they just were on the whim, he's got a cool helmet. Maybe we'll make it block the lightsabers. Yeah. Anyways, we're not going to talk about Acolyte because it's canceled. So good job. We're back for one more episode. We're going to talk about the Game Awards happened.
Time travel.
We should time travel to correct some of these, but anyways. We'll talk about the game, like who won what, and the games that were announced.
I didn't watch.
That's fine. It was 3.5 hours. I did not expect it to be 3.5 hours. I didn't expect to watch Lord of the Rings, but
I didn't need random. Oh man, here's a celebrity coming to sing for this halftime show.
Harrison Ford got up there, and Jaden was like, "What's wrong with him?" Because he got up there and couldn't speak.
Yeah, because he's like Biden. He's messed up.
I'm like, this man has a Marvel movie come out in 2 months. Is he going to be able to act? It was bad.
Yeah, because they're gonna like patch his voice with all this random technology and software that's not him. That's what they're gonna do.
I mean, probably, but
you could have just had an off night, guys. Like, relax.
He's 80.
Like shit, bro.
He is 80. I get that, but. He was probably only there because it was showing off Indiana Jones, and something in his contract said you had to show up. But like, bro,
he's 82. We give him a break, guys.
You're 82. I'm gonna come see you. And I hope I'm not as messed up as you are.
I hope you're gonna be on the Game Awards in 2070 or something like that. Anyways, I don't even know why they're called the Game Awards at this point, because very few do they actually take the time to talk about the award and present them. Other ones, he went through them like so quickly. Like, okay, Billy Bob won this one. All right, moving on to the next one. Jimmy John won this one, and he would just move on. It's literally about showing off Game of the Year and then talking about all the video games that are coming up in the next year and a half. So he needs to change the name of it to just we're talking about video games. I wouldn't even put awards in there. I'm telling he literally some of the awards was like a pat on the back, it felt like, for him to talk about. And
they basically I'm pretty sure they have a committee and all that, and they only care about certain ones, and they also have so much airtime they can have. So
3.5 hours isn't enough to talk about the awards.
Okay, could you imagine? Wait. Could you imagine if we had to go through everyone patting themselves on the back, being like, "Good job, happy we won," going up there and talking? Well, you know how long the show would be? We'd be sitting there for like 5 or 6 hours, Spanchy. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit what half those losers have to say, because at the end of the day, their opinions, I don't know them. Hey, congrats, you got an award. Now fuck off and give me a better game.
Kiwi's got it down pat. His would be called the Game Awards in 2.5. Okay, anyways, we'll start. We're gonna go ahead and get it out of the way. Game of the Year was Astrobot.
You want to know why?
I don't.
Fuck Xbox.
That's fine. Yeah, I mean, Phil Spencer was literally sitting in the front row, and this man had to sit and watch all night while mainly PlayStation games got nominated and won.
Maybe don't liquidate a game that was successful. I don't know.
Yeah, that would be pretty smart.
It's hilarious that everybody, all these Xbox people, I watched this one like specific Xbox podcast that they streamed it or whatever. When Astrobot got announced, they were all like, "Wow, what is happening? Phil, what are you doing?" And I mean, a lot of people were happy when the whole Activision thing happened with Call of Duty getting Game Pass and stuff, and everybody flip-flopped and said Xbox is winning now. Are you, though? Are you really, though?
No.
I mean, in terms of total amount sold, they'll always win if you include Call of Duty, just because. But if coming from a quality standpoint, it's there's no competition, and maybe next year will be different because of Avowed, Fable, Gears coming back and stuff like that. But
Fable is anyway. Fable 3, they shot themselves in the foot.
People are gonna shit on Fable. Avowed might be okay. It doesn't actually look bad.
Gears of War has to be like Gears of War 1.
And it probably won't be. That's the problem.
Yeah.
But the first one was so good. Like, unbelievably good.
Well,
the second was okay. The third one was garbage.
Just like Marvel, they're trying to go back to their roots, and even though the main, I never played Gears, maybe the first one, so I can't exactly play.
Kung fu flipping, sniping, torque bow, crab walking. Oh man, the best.
I started on 2. I played a shitload of 3 though. As much as you shit on 3,
it wasn't good.
It's better than what we got now.
I mean, yeah, it's better than the stuff we have now, but it definitely was the weakest of the 3. I think 2 was probably weaker actually, but like the multiplayer, like it just started becoming bad.
That's the only reason I liked Gears was for multiplayer. I don't give a shit about your story.
The multiplayer in the first game was unbelievably good,
but never coming back.
Yeah, but I don't know. I am very surprised of Astrobot, because as much as I want Rebirth to win everything hands down, just because it was a phenomenal game, I can get why Black Myth Wukong had definitely the most potential to win because it was a Chinese studio and they brought it to the West and it done great. 100% glad Elden Ring didn't win. Phenomenal DLC or whatever you want to call it, but should have been in the conversation.
It should just be its own award bracket, like best DLC.
100% because like WoW could compete in that one because of expansion. Well,
just leave Blizzard out of it for now.
That's fine,
until they get
saying,
back
like,
on their feet. You could leave them out.
100% they could be a DLC / expansion award.
Can we put Call of Duty in that instead of it being a full game because they don't deserve that?
You know why?
Basically, it'd be just DLC.
You know why Astrobot actually won Game of the Year,
It's a unique
right?
game, and it's
fantastic. No. It has to do with that, but it's mainly because it's a game that can go to a broad audience.
Yeah, that's what they were saying. Like, they won because it was a family game.
Exactly, because anyone can play it. Where you have Black Myth Wukong, it's a hack and slash action game that's Souls-like. Some people don't like those games. Elden Ring, Souls-like. Final Fantasy VII, RPG. Some people play it, but it's usually too long, so won't do it. Same with Metaphor ReFantazio. It's a turn-based RPG. People don't like those games. So it's easier to. I think Balatro probably beat all of those games below that, aside from Astrobot. Why? Because more people can play it. Yeah. I don't know who wants to play it because, it's poker with like a weird roguelike.
Yeah. But it's just very surprising that Astrobot won. Like, I know it got great reviews, and I just didn't see it. Because it was definitely between, I feel like, although Metaphor won a lot, so, I don't know. Best game direction was Astrobot. So that kind of goes, I guess, together of why. Maybe
it won so much, right?
Why was Balatro in best game direction though?
I mean, they could iterate certain things, I'm sure. But Astrobot obviously already has a lot of DLCs, and I'm sure they could do plenty more. Like, they didn't even have any Final Fantasy bots in their game. So
that was Square's fault.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, they could absolutely put more things into it. Best ongoing game, Helldivers 2. That is awesome. I'm glad that, like, Destiny didn't win that, or Diablo 4 didn't win that.
Diablo 4, there's no way fucking winning that. People hate Diablo 4. Other than people who are like, oh, let me shield this game that I play very casually. And then it's like you play it and it's like, this is the best thing ever. My favorite game. And she's like, fuck off.
It's insane how garbage it is.
All right, we're not going into this.
Best art direction. Diablo. Best art direction, Metaphor.
So good looking.
Yeah. I mean, no, it really, I don't know. It looks great. I 100% will not be playing it. Best mobile game, Balatro. I'm sad Pokemon TCG Pocket didn't win, but you know, I understand.
Gotcha card game trying to rake in money, little bitch ass Nintendo. I mean, 2 waifu games, and I don't even know what the fuck AFK Journey is anymore. It's like a hero collector.
Best narrative, Metaphor.
Let's go, yeah. Just stomp.
So this one's stupid to me right here. Best performance, Maria Jurgens from Sinuous.
I don't know how she got this. I saw that and I'm like, who the hell is this? And then I looked at it and I'm like, that's the Hellblade person? Like, no way.
I mean, she probably went batshit crazy for that game, so.
I mean, I guess, I don't know.
I mean, that game is literally all story and all acting, so I mean.
Yeah. So maybe by looking at it from that perspective, then yes. Best score music, Final Fantasy VII. That's great. Best audio, Sinuous. Like, wouldn't best score music and best audio kind of go hand in hand?
No, because the audio is more like ambiance and like say you
like footsteps,
step on a twig.
Okay.
That's why COD's always in this because of the campaign.
Yeah. COD should never be in it. I can't hear.
This next one's the greatest though.
That was East 130, 3,000 miles away. Meanwhile, the feet steps. Did something walk by me? I don't know. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Like what the fuck? Full sprinting, by the way. Full
That's okay. You
sprinting.
get to pay $20 to get.
Yeah, $20 to get a DLC to upgrade your audio. Yeah, fuck me, right?
For the next 5 years.
I hate you that you fucking started this on me. I was pissed off yesterday on multiple accounts, and now I'm again. Fuck you, Call of Duty. You're trash.
Especially, I can't wait till Home comes back and Donkey's
Holy
gonna play.
shit. No, Home is fine. I can deal with it once in a while, but man, if I have to Omni Movement sweat, I'm gonna fucking freak out.
It's bad. I watched Aaron last night. It was hilarious. We've had some very good days, and maybe it's because we haven't been playing ranked we haven't been playing with certain people. But I was in a drone, and I was
drones, huh? You
yeah, I know. Drones? I was going to mention that.
Aliens coming.
But I was in a drone. I was pinging the guy. Literally, he was behind a door. The enemy was. Aaron ran through the door, and I'm like, Aaron, he's right there. This man shit all over him. Then I was spectating Aaron because I was dead, and this man fully Omni Movement just bounced to his left, and Aaron's like, that got me. That man just shit on me because Omni Movement. No. It's bad. I'll be playing Nuketown all the time, and I'll just accidentally hit my backspace or whatever, and I just full on dolphin dive out of the arena, and I just die because it kills you if you are out for like 3 seconds. And I'm not meaning to do it. So,
but they need
to get rid of issue.
They need to get rid of it, but at the same time, when I was looking at like a COD Twitter post, and it was like, "Hey, look at our guns before this patch," and they had like bounce and like some sway.
Oh yeah,
they now look at it now, and now they don't move. It's like
the visual audio or not audio, but visual recoil or whatever.
Like that's literally just a joke. Like you're making the game turn into just lasers.
Bring back Warzone 1, man.
I don't know, the days.
The stoner.
I don't know. It's like seeing OG Fortnite and how bad it was in terms of not enough mats and not mats, but heals and stuff, and them having to run, not enough movement, seems like ass. So like I get why we don't need OG Warzone.
You need
the quality of life and shit.
Yeah, you need quality of life.
But like the certain aspects of Verdansk. So we'll see when it comes back what happens. Best adaptation, Fallout. That's wonderful. I know Donkey, I'm sure, won Arcane, but
did you watch the second season yet?
I have not yet. No, and I didn't even finish Fallout because personally, it was boring. I will give it a chance. I just think Fallout was boring.
I think the beginning of Fallout's really boring. It gets better, and it has the jokes and whatnot, but at the same time, it lacks like a punch because there's too many people.
Also, the first episode was way too much. It was way too graphic. Like I understand it's Fallout, but God, that was a lot.
Suck it up.
It was a lot.
I want them to keep that because you get rid of that and then
you don't need to get rid of it, but you could that was a lot. Let me tell you, and I usually don't care, but that was a lot of shit.
Yeah,
well, it's definitely not on the boys level. I don't think.
No, I don't think so. No.
I don't know. Fallout was awesome. I'm still trying to give Arcane a try. I need to watch Knuckles. I'm not gonna watch Like a Dragon. I'm not gonna watch Tomb Raider. So those don't even deserve to be in here. But I'm glad either Fallout or Arcane would have won this.
There was probably nothing else.
Yeah. Knuckles did not deserve it at all. It was a good show. I enjoyed it for what it was, but it was not anywhere near Fallout or Arcane.
Right, yeah. So, best multiplayer, Helldivers 2, that's awesome. I don't see why Warhammer couldn't have won this, but I think Helldivers that's the whole premise of Helldivers is multiplayer. Yeah. So
I don't think Warhammer's multiplayer is as good as Helldivers.
Well, Helldivers was literally built around that. So you could play it solo, but it's 1000% about the community and playing it. So, but I'm glad that Helldivers won, even going all through their shit that they dealt with. Not them specifically, but because of Sony. Best Independent, Balatro, that's great. Debut Indie, also Balatro. Most anticipated game, which is hilarious, Grand Theft Auto 6, and wasn't even shown. That was the 100% everybody thought that it was going to. And here's the sad thing. I really think it's going to get delayed until 2026. And this was voted the most anticipated game when it could have been Ghost of Yotai or Death Stranding, which we know, and Monster Hunter Wilds, which we know are coming next year.
Yeah, why would Monster Hunter Wilds not win that? Like, even that has piqued my interest.
Because it's Grand Theft Auto. It's been
no one cares about
years.
GTA.
It's all the people.
Millions.
It's all the kids that want it. It's GTA is like it's great.
Well, the RPers and shit.
RP is fun, but they're not even going to have that in the beginning.
Exactly. No. That's not going to come out for a while. Like, you know how long it's going to take them to try and transfer that system into all of Grand Theft Auto 6's bullshit. But even then, like, you don't have it on there. I think Grand Theft Auto is in probably development hell. If it does come out, it's probably going to be.
They've spent over $2 billion on it. Like, it's fucking crazy.
That's the wrong.
10 years, but they probably went through several engines in it in a sense because of a decade.
Yeah,
but let's hope. Not like Blizzard. It just sticks to the same engine.
Well. I get why it could possibly, or maybe won this, but we still really do not know if they're going to delay it again. So, and any of these other choices would have been perfectly fine. Best RPG, Metaphor, which is still stupid, but
get dumpstered. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, get dumpstered.
Dumbass. Games for Impact, Neva. Content creator Queso won. That's the only one I know. So, which is hilarious that Snoop Dogg presented that one. Best action / adventure.
Wait, did you see Queso's going to be in Avengers Doomsday?
What?
Who the hell is Queso?
You don't know who Queso is? Tim or Fatter Tim.
Yeah, Fatter Redneck Tim.
Yeah, he hangs out with Jinxie.
Either way,
you know who that is.
Either way, he said he's supposed to be in like Doomsday Avengers.
That's awesome.
Or like it's like a cameo, so it's basically, or not a cameo, but he's just trying to be shown in like a video or do something stupid.
The dude's hilarious. I don't like watch him, but I watch him through Tim. So, best action / adventure, Astrobot. That's great. Although the rest of these don't even compete with that. So, best action, Black Myth. That's fun. Best fighting, Tekken 8.
I'm surprised Marvel vs. Capcom Fighting Collection didn't win, but I guess it's just like a re.
Yeah, it's kind of like it was a remaster-ish.
Yeah, I mean I guess you could say it's a remaster of all those games.
Yeah. Innovation in accessibility, Prince of Persia. That's once again glad like COD or Diablo 4 didn't win that. Best community support, Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, sir.
Best family game, Astrobot.
Baldur's Gate 3. Oh, Astrobot. Okay.
Best family game?
Yeah, 100%.
Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's Gate wins everything.
Don't
everything. I haven't played it. I don't care. I will give it every reward for the next 10 fucking years. Because
sure
they actually gave a shit. Unlike other companies who don't give a shit.
True.
They win everything. Just because of that alone.
When their next game comes out, at least switch to that.
We'll see.
Best CM / strategy, Frostpunk 2. Should have been an Age of Mythology.
Get dumpstered. Age of Mythology retold.
Best sports, don't care. EA Sports F whatever. Best VR game, Batman Arkham Shadow.
I would have played that game because that looks fun as hell to just go beat the shit out of stuff and just like zip around.
Best esport, this was probably always going to be League or probably League or Dota. Best esports athlete, Faker.
Skip.
Esports team, T1, League. So, player's voice see, this is the funny thing. They voted on this multiple times and eliminated games every single week. Black Myth won, and Astrobot is not even in the last round for the player's voice.
Well, you know what the problem with this is? You know what all those games on there are, aside from Elden Ring? I believe a lot of those games
They're all
are Chinese games.
yeah.
So this is basically like Chinese voice in my eyes. Because Withering Waves is Chinese, Genshin Impact is Chinese, Zenless Zone Zero, I believe, is Chinese as well, and then you have Black Myth Wukong, which is Chinese. Like, why even have this if you know how it's gonna be played?
Anyways, I mean, it was a pretty good year. I'm still upset about the game of the year. Astrobot.
Get dumpstered, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. Get dumpstered.
It's fine. They can build upon it for the third one, and when they release it to all platforms, it'll have a bigger audience.
Yeah,
I hope they are going to be able to work that in, and it's not going to set them back. So, okay. So we'll talk about the games that were shown. There's a lot, so we'll try to go through and focus on the important ones. I missed probably the first 30-ish minutes, so I didn't see a few of these. So there's a new Ninja Gaiden. It's called Ragebound. I never really got into the Ninja Gaiden series. I know a lot of...
This is nothing like Ninja Gaiden. It has like the combat of was it Streets of Rage 4?
Ooh, Streets of Rage is awesome.
It's more like a 2D, like platformer with a lot of like hack and slashing. It looks pretty good.
Yeah. One Move Away.
Nah.
It's a first-person game about packing up and moving to a new home. What the freak?
Why you're literally packing stuff that's like plopped out there into your car and then piecing. that's like the whole premise. I mean, it's probably like a relaxing game.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm sure somebody would pick it up on Steam. It's like farming simulator or whatever, driving a tractor. Who wants to do that? And then there's people out there doing that. Slay the Spire 2. It's a deck building RPG.
So good. Oh, Slay the Spire 1 was great. Can't wait.
Yeah, this looks like a donkey game for sure. Dave the Diver in the Jungle. I know a lot of people love Dave the Diver, so it keep going on and on. I'm sure it's great for that. Thick as Thieves.
It's a PvPVE task to get the treasure basically and get out.
Right. Makes sense.
I don't know. It's neat, but at the same time, it's like, who the hell asked for this?
Trope. Shadow Labyrinth. It's a Metroidvania style game from Bandai. Huh.
Yeah, it's Pac-Man. Pac-Man's in it.
Oh, shit. That's weird, but okay. Ooh, Steel Paws. Nice. Donkey, you definitely gonna play this one, right? It's on... You got phone? You got a phone?
No, I have no phone.
Okay, fair. Kiora?
Are you guys playing this with me? It's really like Terraria, but less.
Oh, man. Yeah. Is it on the phone? Or on the...
I assume it's on Steam. I'm not playing this on the phone. Core Keeper was on Steam, so...
Oh, okay. No, I'm not going to play this dumbass game.
Oh my god, I play all these games with you and you won't play
all this game. Literally, you got a screenshot. Hey, you want to play Power World? No. Re/match. It's an arcade soccer game. Don't care. Moving on. Celesta 2. Celesta? I don't know. Okay, yeah. Turn-based RPG, tactical RPG.
It's basically Baldur's Gate 3 Lite.
Everybody's trying to copy it now. So, okay, this is probably the first bigger one. And I think it was just like a tease, but Witcher 4. It looks great, and then if you watched it, it's I guess going to follow the story of Ciri. So, but there is a Witcher character in there, supposedly.
She is a Witcher.
Yeah, she's.
Well, no, I thought there was. I think there's one more.
Geralt is there. Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Basically in the end of the third Witcher, it basically like was retiring Geralt and he basically became like a like a supervisor, not supervisor, like a teacher to her still, and she's basically sends her on her way, and she was already going to be the next protagonist because it's basically what it was hinted at. And
Right.
Well, a lot of people are upset about this one.
People are really butthurt because she's the protagonist because AK female, so they're really mad.
It's not just that. Some people are saying that like she can't be a Witcher. Like the trial doesn't exist anymore.
Probably true, but I don't know. I don't know what they try and spin because they don't really show it.
So,
as long as they don't do stupid things like they did with the show and stuff like that, and just they can actually work it into it, and maybe she'll be a great main character or something. So, but I know CD Projekt Red has been trying to do something different than Cyberpunk, even though they renewed themselves through updates and stuff. So, and then there was supposedly Jeff tweeted out, or no, not Jeff, but like somebody who's close to the Game Awards tweeted out that like there was going to be a couple oh shit moments, and this is probably definitely the first and one of the biggest, regardless of Kiwi's going to shit on it or whatever. But Elden Ring Night Rain, when they showed it off, I'm like, this is Elden Ring. What are we doing? Is this Elden Ring 2? There's no shot because they are milking the shit out of Elden Ring, and I get it. I don't know. It's weird.
So Jordan said that this game basically came from it's like a B team supposedly, and they basically gave the assets to Elden Ring and like the map and everything. Say, hey, go nuts. And this is what they came out with, where it has like bosses and probably weapons and all that stuff from.
Well, apparently, it's like a rotational thing. It's like a roguelite mini battle royale.
Yeah, you go through days. It's like 3 days or something like that. At the end of it, there's a boss, but you go around in the Elden Ring area. I think did they say it's how big it is? It can't be that big if they're going to do like a battle royale type situation. But you can also play it solo, I think. Like you can play up to 3-player co-op, but you could drop in, I think, by yourself. You probably team up with somebody at some point.
Is it actually a battle royale though?
No, it's not. It's not.
This is like a zone that's moving in.
Oh, so like you have to keep pushing forward.
Yeah.
Yes, but you still go around looting and I guess getting things, but you're set. You don't have the character creation that you do in Dark Souls type thing.
You have classes though, right?
Yeah, you have classes, but you don't have to like worry about attributes or like any of that. You can wear any weapon, all that stuff.
You know what's great about this too? Donkey's really hype into this.
And it's separate. It's like the Sekiro movement. Also, they said like you double jump off walls and shit. So I'm like,
I remember seeing that.
Yeah, this one is looking like my cup of tea.
It looks phenomenal, but so. I know a lot of people were hyped about this, and like I said, they're continuing the Elden Ring train. So if it's the B team, I guess that's fine. I'm sure. I hope this is not a full price game. That even though it's a standalone game, but
I see it as them using this game as testing grounds for future games,
for future co-op, because they don't put co-op or multiplayer in, and everyone shits on their multiplayer, right? I never did it because
their multiplayer is pretty ass.
So
like it exists, but like invading and all that just jank.
So yeah, I'm sure it's a testing type thing, and you slap Elden Ring on anything at this point, and people are gonna flock to it. So, but this looks phenomenal. I definitely want to play this. hopefully my computer can handle it. Project Robot. This one looked pretty neat. It's the creator of Shadow Colossus and Last Guardian. I know that's two of the better PlayStation games, so looks neat. Not sure what it'll actually be, but this is the game I need Donkey to play with because we played It Takes Two, and the people who created It Takes Two is making this one. It's called Split Fiction.
Harry Potter.
Basically, they write stories or something like that, but it's like sci-fi mixed with other fantasy, and they traverse different lands. It looks awesome.
They say different stories.
Different stories?
Yeah, 'cause that's what it is. They're traversing different stories.
Right. Either way, it looks awesome. I hope Donkey plays it with me. If not, maybe Kiwi will. Steel Hunters. This, when I saw it, I thought it was either Gundam or, sorry, not Gundam, but Transformers or Zoids.
Oh, you didn't think Titanfall? I thought Titanfall out of that.
A little bit, yeah, but I definitely got more Zoids / Transformers out of it. But it's a 12-person multiplayer shooter, battle royale, extraction shooter. It's a lot of genres in there. Jesus. I'm sure it'll die off
What was
very
that
quickly.
other game? What was oh yeah, Exoprimal. It makes me think of Exoprimal.
Stop it. And then here was, I'm sure, I don't know exactly why there was a lot of hype behind this one, but Borderlands 4.
Yeah, Woker Lands indeed, bro.
I don't know. I've never got behind Borderlands. I know y'all are big fans and everything, but I hope this one is better than, because y'all didn't really like 3, correct?
3 was garbage.
3 was ass. But like the problem is, this looked the same thing as 3.
That's the thing. They all are just Borderlands 2 reskinned, but worse. Like, that's the problem.
I just
Pre-sequel was Borderlands 2 with Australian accents.
I don't think they have any like creativity left in wherever their studio. So
Anthony Birch made them, and then they kicked him out, or he left, whatever the fuck, and then that's it. Like,
yeah, I don't know. It could be good. It might not be. Like, I don't know. Like, we don't know who the villain is. If they already showed the villain, like, those are some lame ass villains.
Like, well, I assume it was that last guy at the end, maybe.
At least Handsome Jack had like he had like a good personality and like quips and quotes and all that, and then the other villains from 3 were just like flops. Like, who the fuck are you? It's like you're just some like teenager, some like, you know, early adult that's just, you know, cringy or edgy.
We had Godfall 2. Just kidding. Clive will be in Tekken 8. That's awesome. If you know. True.
We don't like
Craig?
Here.
Yeah, Craig. There's going to be a new Virtua Fighter. I never played any of the Virtua Fighters back in the day, so, but I'm sure there's a big audience for that. There was a lot of Sega games that were shown off. So, Project Century. It's a third-person action game set in Japan, 1915. I'll be honest, when this was shown, when the trailer came up, I thought it was the Mafia game.
Japanese, I thought it was just Yakuza again. That's what I was
maybe
thinking. Like a weird Yakuza, like a ancient times Yakuza.
Yeah.
There's Dino Crisis.
Shut up. Turok Origins. I loved playing Turok on the Nintendo 64. It was so awesome. But definitely after that, I 100% fell off of the Turok series because they just got very not fun at all. So hopefully this will be fun. I'm not really sure if it'll just be like a campaign. It will probably have some kind of multiplayer aspect to it. So look forward to it. And then Warframe 1999, they lit the chick came on here and said, I am not sure how this game is still going, but we keep creating shit. So, you know, they have an audience for some reason. They just keep putting stuff out there. But, you know, kudos to them, I guess. Even if it doesn't make sense at this point. Splitgate 2, I'm sure it'll die off just as fast as Splitgate did.
Didn't the first one just keel over and then
everyone was so hyped about it because it was mixed between Halo and Portal, and then it's just like every other shooter, they don't last. So I'm not sure why or how there's a second version of this one, but maybe it'll be better. Who knows? Here was definitely supposedly a shock to a lot of people. Onimusha. Is this? Yeah, I guess this is like a dormant franchise.
Yeah, it's an old school game.
And this is Capcom, correct?
Yeah.
So I've been seeing a lot of rumblings about Capcom that they're gonna bring back older franchises.
What'd I say to you today?
Why are we bringing back Onimusha when you literally have had the blueprint for Dino Crisis for the last 7 years because you made Resident Evil Remastered, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake, Resident Evil 4 Remake. Hello? You literally could have just made Dino Crisis. It's smaller than any of those. Just remake it. Or Breath of the Fire. Breath of Fire.
It's actually bigger than that because you have to upscale and all that, right?
No, it's literally a 6-hour game. It's on like Resident Evil 1 level. Like it's not going to take that much.
I want Beautiful Joe 4.
If I don't have a Dino Crisis in the next 5 years,
well, what are you going to do?
Stuff that can't be mentioned on this podcast.
I'm gonna send you. If somehow I ever remember in 5 years, I'm gonna send you a shirt that says "I'm Dino Crisis List."
But I'm glad, I guess, that they're gonna bring this back. A lot of people love that franchise, so that's great. Stage Fright. Maybe Donkey will play this one's co-op adventure with 2 human characters avoiding hostile aliens in a split world.
I like the Overcooked, but the way they had it didn't look good. It was like split screen but split area, and you had to help each other. I don't know. It looked weird.
Another Sega game, Sonic Racing Cross World. It was basically like a teaser, so I'm sure it won't come out until like 2026 or something. You know, maybe one day these two cunts will play Crash Team Racing.
True.
Mafia, the Old Country. Did y'all ever play the Godfather games back in the day?
Nope.
No. They were okay. Definitely, once you just did the campaign or whatever, there was nothing to do but go on the streets and just mass murder people. You could just sit in a hotel and just the cops would never get you. Here is one that I directly linked to Rack because I'm sure he is excited. Okami, or is right? Okami? Okami sequel. When was the original one? It's been
maybe 10 plus years.
Yeah. So I'm sure he is 100% looking forward to that. Also, shout out to Rack for graduating and getting a degree. Good job to you.
18 years, actually.
Oh, okay, man. And then the last thing that was shown off, and I'm not sure if this should have been considered the last showing thing.
Bro, this was garbage.
Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet. It's Naughty Dog's next game. I assume they created this to compete with Starfield. that would be my only. It feels like we're in an era right now where there's a shitload of God, not dynasty type stuff, but feudal Japan games.
Everything's Japanese or Asian.
And sci-fi. It feels like the big company, like the Western big companies, are going for a sci-fi thing. And so far, Starfield, I don't view it as a success. I'm sure maybe they, in their eyes, they do, but I don't think it has been a success.
Hell no, people dumped about it for years.
And I do not see this being a success.
This is one of those games where you need, unless you have such a good story, you put a character creator in it because people can play how they want to play. And I think it's.
I'm sure once it comes to PC, somebody will just completely. Oh, I've already seen people adjust.
They're already dumping on this character. Like they're like, what's with this? Huh? What are you doing? Like it's the same people that hate this kind of stuff. But like at the same time, it just why isn't this the character creator? People have more relative sense if they can create their own character in these like big adventure RPG type games.
Well, I mean, I guess it's Naughty Dog, so yeah, they built it through Last of Us, so those characters, people care about, whatever happens to them in the games, if spoilers or anything. But like, maybe they're trying to go that route and trying to build that relationship and hopefully connect with this person. I don't know. I don't. I guess I'm not a huge sci-fi person to an extent. So, but I think that this one to be a last shown thing, or like a we got one more thing to show, was a letdown. Considering Elden Ring, just that Elden Ring thing, if it was placed right here, would have been 10 times more. If they would have flip flopped when they shown this, then I think it would maybe been like, okay, maybe,
What it is, you had like when you show these last things, I think this was just bad because like, okay, Naughty Dog made Last of Us, that's great and all, but like at the same time, like this doesn't have any impact. It's not like this is a special game. It's a new IP to whatever the hell this is going to be, and you're probably not going to see it for 5 years. So why the hell are you showing it? Like, no one gives a shit about this.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there'll be a remaster or a remake of Last of Us Part 2 on the PS6 before maybe this comes out. So it's unfortunate because now it's going to put, if people want Last of Us Part 3, if it ever actually comes out, it'll put that even further out because they'll continue to work on this, and then maybe they'll continue to work on it, and it'll be even more or that much longer until Last of Us Part 3. If they're, like I said, will be. I'm not sure if people want it. Should have ended. Maybe, I know Jordan, if he was here, he would say they should have ended with 1, but 2's perfectly fine. So, but overall, I think this was a great, it was a pretty good Game Awards. Like I said, I don't know if it should have been 3.5 hours long. And the awards was completely overshadowed by just showing off video games, so I think he needs to rename it. There was a lot of cool cameos because it was the 10th anniversary. Like Kojima was there. What's his face? Like the face of Sony, I'm pretty sure was there. Like Phil Spencer was there, but nothing was shown about him. So I know, Donkey, you didn't watch, but what did you think?
No, as long as big AAA companies don't win, I'm fine.
That's fair. That's fair.
You should have said Baldur's Gate 3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
I'll time travel next time to go to Baldur's Gate 3.
True. Kiwi, thoughts?
I mean, it's okay. There was nothing like special enough, like no nostalgia for me. Like, it didn't show any like really good games. Like, yeah, I think the Elden Ring thing's pretty neat, but you need more information on it to see what's happening. The end of it was just like all LOL. Like, you just sort of like cut your legs out.
Well, they literally showed that trailer, and I don't even know what it was. They had to fully explain it because they don't say anything in the trailer.
I mean, I think that trailer was like, it looked great and was really nice and like cued well. Like it looked fantastic, but like, yeah, like it's like, what is this? Like, show something with some relevance. Like that, some people might know what that was, or like something about it, but most people are just like, huh?
I really thought it was Elden Ring too. But overall, Jeff, you did good.
Less celebrities, bro.
Yeah, maybe not. Maybe don't bring on Harrison Ford again. But overall, good job, Harrison. Putting out a great Indiana Jones game. Well, it's another long episode, and we don't have about dinosaurs, but we will have them next time. So, any closing thoughts?
Dinosaurs.
Dinosaurs, I like them.
Dino Crisis is never getting remade.
All right, we're going to end it there. Believe me if you don't. Goodbye.